Hello, welcome back. Alright. Today we're doing the nightmare version of Party's Over. I am actually pretty interested to see how they redid this one.
It'll be a long night. This land is much older than we can imagine.
Oh yeah.
People would say if you want to throw a party, you don't need history classes. At least, not to wake up any ghosts.
Ah, yeah, I already like the motif here. Alright. Looks like an occult, a corrupted base. It looks like some of the bodies are in the same place.
Looks like I'm on a key hunt. These doors won't open themselves.
Yep. Let's see what this has to say.
Why have you called us? This place is already ours.
Every 10 years, this land needs to run red with blood, and the chaos must reign. That is the law. All hail the wicked one.
Alright. Okay, it looks like I need to throw meat away. Let's look around for the bodies. Man. They really went ham with the theming here.
Locked tight. Looks like I'll need to find a key.
Key.
A key? Am I supposed to find a key in this mess?
Note. Oh, I guess this is the first body. Oh, that's a ghost of a balloon. How in the hell do you make a ghost balloon? Ghost inflatable. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. The ducks don't sound right. Cheese. Oh, that's a weird way to path this. I'll just leave that there.
No way through without finding that key first.
Uh... Is there a key here? No? There we go. What's in here? Okay. Murray. Alright.
Looks like I'm on a key hunt. These doors won't open.
Alright. Key's not for that door. Look too old-timey for that. There we go. Or am I not surprised? Oh, it's nice to see that all the secrets are still in their place. Even though this one looks like it has a different theme now. I think that's the easiest one of those I found. I really wasn't expecting it to be hidden within one of the secrets, to be honest. Huh. Ah. Let me beat the crap out of this real quick. Alright. Found another. Didn't I already get that? Alright. guess I didn't. There must be two of this guy. There's more than one of this guy. Similar poses all over the place. Alright. One here. Another in there. Alright. Another one in there. Let's see here. Alright, evidence. A little maze-like so far. It has nothing on last level. And maze-like, oh no, the level before last episode. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was a person up on the cliff. It's just a cliff that looks like a person. There's his pants, there's his leg, his arm, hat. Yep, I had to try. Alright, down here. Alright, looks like I go down here through this door. Might as well put this guy out here when I'm running around looking for the rest of the party.
Locked tight. Looks like I'll need to find a key.
Alright. Over this way. Somehow I need to get over there. I haven't been in there. Looks like the game's encouraged me to go up and over, which is rare in this game. Going up and over is usually reserved for secrets. Oh, never mind. There's an invisible wall there. Oh, we have this guy. Okay. Alright. Yep, a little bit of backtracking here. Oh, video game news is becoming pretty interesting here lately. Appears PayPal and a few banks have started to provoke use of service to Steam in parts of the world to try and force censorship and the removal of games. And I'm one of the people who believe games should be treated like art first. Don't get me wrong, I do agree some stuff probably shouldn't be allowed, but literally exploiting an entire system and denying basic privileges of freedom is something we shouldn't endorse, no matter what. Oh, and Mojang is about to get their asses sued. which is odd. But when you get down to it, they did go against their own TOS numerous times and enforced permanent banning on anyone who disagreed with how they ran things.
No way through without finding that key first.
Alright. I have 4 bodies left. Ah. And there's just so many problems with Minecraft and Roblox, really. They're both a they transcended what is and is not a game, in my opinion. Minecraft is also now a video game engine. That's pretty advanced. So advanced. They started to do licensed mini games within the game. You know, sub games. Using the Minecraft engine as well, the console. But yeah, Minecraft is one of those games that I have said numerous times in conversation. Where, yes, there is technically a game, but you need outsider knowledge of that part of the game to know that it's even part of the game and how to do it. That's one of the odd bits of their design philosophy. Alright, now I'm over here. One-way gate opened. This guy. Nintendo also is apparently in the middle of losing the lawsuit against Pal World, which I agree with. Essentially, if you ask me, with what Nintendo's doing, would be like if the original creators of Doom sued every video game that copied its mechanics, control set, so on. Essentially, if Nintendo gets their way, for lack of better word, they can literally monopolize a genre. And that genre is creature collector. And really, if they really wanted to do something, Nintendo that is, with the IP they have, instead of trying to make it into a monopoly, is, well, listen to the players of the game. Pokemon has been stagnant with innovation. Literally, it's cookie cutter at this point. There we go. Hitboxes are a bit weird here. Am I even supposed to be able to get up there? I'm literally almost there. Unless there's a one-way invisible wall. Okay, it looks like how we're supposed to do this is go out around back. Over here. Key.
Is this your perfect hiding space?
Not yet, but it will be when we fall deeper into the nightmare. So the Wicked One won't find us.
I don't know if I can do it.
You have to. This is our only chance.
Alright. I think we might be the Wicked One. As in the player. But yeah. And I'm alright with patents if they're reasonable. But if it's unreasonable, whenever you get around to patenting art, that's where I have a problem with it. A video game series I'm thinking about doing on this channel eventually is Shadow of Mordor. Alright, where's the Grandpoo? It's time to put him somewhere else.
This place smells. Ooh. Hang tight, shitbag.
Oh yeah, going to say the whole, if Doom patented the FPS, the entire video game market these days would be fucked. Every other game's a first-person game. How this would even constitute. Wait, did that make an elk noise? Did it also disappear? Nope. Oh, I guess not. We need to bring those 3 things here. But, yeah. That's the thing. Nintendo has made a completely new genre of game. Creature collector RPG. And they're trying to monopolize it. But here's the kicker. Monster, their game there, was originally done by Dragon Quest. And their Monsters series. Which at some point I kind of feel like I'll do a series on. I like it so far. I only did like half the tutorial.
One.
All right. So obviously this one was a demon cult. Alright, we have 2 more bodies.
Back in my day, we just opened windows.
There we go. Oh, looks like I need to get those weird stand things. Oh, there's apparently another body back over here. Did I see it right? Alright. Try going back around the other way, where the ladder is. Okay. Aha! It is this way. Hidden. Two more bodies. Well, no, just the one. Which I think might appear once I do the glowy stand thing. If knowing this game, or it's going to be a magic 15th corpse and I have to pull out my hair as I go insane looking for the last one. I also need a skull. I'm not too versed in occult rituals, but I don't know if I need to clean them before I put them up there. But I think the blood adds to You're done?
What the hell died in here?
Alright, got that one. I remember the skull being... there being a skull over here. Ladders are tricky. Alright. Don't know where the... Alright, I already grabbed this one. I grabbed... Alright.
Breath out.
Yeah, I think he's doing that, bug thing again. Let's put you here.
Quit stinking up the place, you filthy bastard!
Alright. Down here. Right, music box was this way. So let's see here. Oh, that was torch, but no altar.
Snoring.
I'll put you over here next.
Oh,
If I didn't already do it.
watch out. What the hell died in here?
Alright. Kind of remember already seeing 3 of those posts, but I think they're in with the cabin chain here. Alright, I already been here. This cabin. Aha. Now the only thing I need is the skull. Best way to find that is probably cleaning up. At least getting all the garbage. There we go. So whatever this wicked one was, he was definitely a deer type god. And judging by all of these pork bodies, these butchered remains here, kind of looks different from the pig we seen earlier. Almost more deer-like in a way. And I kind of feel like they were eating deer meat. And the deer god got angry. Oh, like I said, Cleaning up is the best way to find things. Hmm. All right. Not exactly what I expected, but I have to clean up here too. Man, I love the music here. Oh, what did I damn well say? Oh, that's fun. Order to come back. I need to make multiple trips then. Alright, that's that one done. You're done.
Oh, hang! Quit stinking on! Smells less like us now. Kiss my ass!
Alright, I already put you in there. Oh, looks like I need to put you in one of the connecting buildings then.
My back! Ha! What the heck? Finished? You owe
Alright, you're down in there.
Respect elders.
I guess he's done then. Oh wait, I just remembered there is one place I haven't put him yet.
Oath, my quit fooling around. Oh! I quit fooling around.
Sorry, it's hard to see.
Get back to work. Quit stinking.
Alright.
Time for a bag swap.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm surprised I was surprised. Never mind. Yep. And I think this is going to be our highest amount of garbage bags in a single area. Alright. Few more things. I have 4% garbage left. And I think it's just pretty much wood planks. Oh, for here. Alright, is that global? Nope, just the cabins. Alright. Aha! Alright, I feel like we should start in here. The Bugatti bucket. It's alright. Looks a little flashy. I take it Bugatti in this continuity is just like the supreme brand. I'll be right back. But I think I was talking about patenting video game mechanics. I'm okay if you wanted to use the patent, but if you sit on it and just keep canceling things that use it, like Shadow of War with the Orc system, the Nemesis system, it's bullshit in my opinion. You know, it's one thing if you patent it and make an entire theme of your franchise and keep making new video games, and not use it, not using it at all, and haven't used it for anything. That's where I have the problem, you see. And it's kind of like, in patent terms, it would probably be like if someone found a medical cure for something and decided to stop making it because it wasn't profitable. Granted, we're talking about art, not real people here, so can't really use that as the analogy, but there is a really good example. Matter of fact, I think it's the closest example. But essentially, the example I have here with the whole patent thing when it comes to video games is pretty much that. For example, the companies that made the Iron Lung, they pretty much went out of business because their entire due to the whole vaccine thing becoming a pseudo cure for by prevention. People, no new people needed iron lungs. But at any rate, so we have the last living patient of the disease that caused you to need the iron lung. He was about to die because his iron lung needed new parts, but the museum of I forget the name of the disease, but off the top of my head for the moment. Rickets or smallpox, I'm thinking. It's the one that essentially paralyzes your lungs. But yeah, people stopped making iron lungs because they didn't need them, but so he was literally about to die if he didn't get new parts for his iron lung. And the museum that was dedicated to housing medical tech actually saw that the last living patient was on the verge of death due to lack of parts, actually gifted him a brand new working iron lung practically out of the box. But yeah, using that as the basis of the analogy here. If Nintendo gets their way, they can dictate through patent, essentially what borderlines on patent manipulation and fraud. They could completely change the entire biosphere of video games. That's the power they have in this patent lawsuit against Palworld. You know what? I'm going to banish you over there. Well, ancient temple is now clean. But Nintendo, they have essentially monopolized an entire idea and IP, but they haven't really made any improvements to the game. Really, the only thing you can do for a game like Pokemon is keep adding more of the collectible monsters, to make more merchandise, to then make more people interested because they find one of the newer critters more interesting than all the ones previous, develop a minor attachment to it, and nostalgia. Now, the thing is, I kind of like a game for the gameplay, and let me tell you, all the newer games, they all pretty much have developed what I call Skylander syndrome. where they have gotten to a point where they have written themselves into a minor corner, one way or another, and in order to keep moving on, to say, and being relevant, they had to start adding gimmick clades to each game. Each game now has a unique gimmick you need to master. Gigantamax, Crystala, and all that. Pretty much the only good long-term thing they have ever added, my opinion. Might have to be the regional variants of Pokemon. I actually like that as an idea. And people have been asking for something like that. Hell, there's even an entire fan subclade of people who just combine random Pokemon and or redraw Pokemon underneath new type variants. But, yeah, Pokemon, in my opinion, they need either A, innovate, B, stop being an asshole. They've pretty much sat on the entire idea, monopolized it, and now they're suing someone who's made a game about creature creating because it outperformed their box office sales. There are more people that own Pal World than the most recent Pokemon game. And, really, the whole nostalgia thing really only works on people who want to play the new game with their old Pokemon. But now, like I said, they started to get into Skylander syndrome, where now, in order to add more characters, they need to get rid of old characters, but due to the design of the game when it was originally made, you know, you could port up Pokemon from previous consoles, from the Game Boy all the way up, well, Game Boy Advanced, all the way up to DS and even the 3DS games. But you see, the problem with that is now everything has 3D models. Each of them have their own unique cry. Each of them has their own model with its own different variety of skeleton, and that skeleton also now has its own animation and all of that biz. So you either need to start deleting Pokemon or making pretty much just recolored variants of existing ones, or 3D models that are easily able to be retrofitted to a universal skeleton type. And you can see this, especially in the Evolution line. All of them have the same animation skeletons or similar ones. All the four-legged ones, too. Then you have the attacks, and when you get to all the unique attacks that are specifically for exclusively Pacific Sky Pokemon, like Skylanders had, eventually it becomes, if you want to keep adding more characters, you're going to need to either A, downgrade the game, B, reduce the complexity. But that's mostly why they had to get rid of universal Pokemon compatibility with moving between games. I'm just getting the bulk of this splat. Then I'll come back for the fine detail clean. I think this is one of the bigger maps so far. There we go. But Skylanders came to that conclusion way before Nintendo. Game-wise. They were the first ones to pen the problem. And the moment Skylanders announced that being one of their biggest problems, I foresaw that Nintendo might have the same problem with Pokemon. eventually. Especially when they started animating them 3D and 2D. Now that's... But, yeah, I don't agree with Nintendo's suing Palworld. I kind of want Palworld to win, so that they don't have to capitulate. That and, the video gaming scenario as a whole. Because if you ask me, some of the patents they have is borderline patent fraud. Nintendo. Now I said borderline. Some of these patents probably shouldn't even been penned underneath Nintendo. And I do like how Nintendo didn't realize this whole lawsuit. Originally, they wanted to essentially DDoS the company that made Palworld. You know, just deny them from doing things. To then realize, since it's such of a small team working on this game, that they can just retrofit, implement changes on a whim. I do kind of find that funny. Oh, we don't want you to have Pokeballs. Alright, done. What? You know, they're so used, Nintendo's still used to there being like 15 layers. You know, I know, this should get them working hard for a few hours. Not realizing they're not a multi-tier company, and then also fan games. Now, Nintendo's actually started to remove fan games. Be honest, some of them were reskins, like Moemon, for example. That was a reskin of Pokemon Red and Leaf Green. But all of the Pokemon were redone as little Moai characters. Art-wise, it was pretty unique. Gameplay-wise, it was literally a direct rip. kind of like a reverse asset flip. Which is the opposite of an asset flip. You know, people make a game throwing together random assets they bought. They've replaced like most of the assets, pretty much only the ones pertaining to Pokemon. Renamed it. But that's my point. I do see video games creators have the right to patent things or even trademark things, but I'm going to use this as the example here. In my opinion, Nintendo had every last right to sue them. Get rid of Moemon. They pretty much just reskinned a illegally obtained ROM of the game and modded that. For all intents and purposes, yes, I do agree with instances like that. But we're talking about a game that's not even the same genre. Pal World? There we go. Alright. I think the last of it might be... Nope. Already did the pool. Think now it's deep clean. Or detail cleaning. Alright. But you see, I do agree with IP stuff, but, be honest there, Moemon, for example, was literally just a reskinned version of Pokemon, but the problem Nintendo had with it was it had more downloads and more media attention online than something they made. Oh, there's not no tomorrow. Okay. So where could the last... Oh, it's over there, of course. It was over there. In the original level, too. Alright, that's the outdoor area done. Looks like I'm missing garbage still. Oh. That's odd. You can climb up on this. See if there's a ladder there. It's also not completely fenced in. I'll guess I'll start putting the furniture back. Here, at least. And I'll just chuck all of these to out there. Oh, damn it. Hopefully I didn't accidentally throw that out of bounds. Okay, good. You go here. What do I need up here? Kegs go by the pool. Hopefully. So... that's back in place. Missing a blue chair. Hold on, I think there was one up and over here. No. At any rate, this appears to not belong in here, so I'll take it and set it over here. That's an outdoor chair. Be honest, I think it might be over by the cabin. Do you have an extra blue chair? No. Alright, so need to keep an eye out for the blue chair. Did I get the blood in here? Yep. Kegs go in the house. Let's go.
Something's blocking the way.
Go ahead and stick you there. Don't think this should be an outside chair. Looks like it has padding. There we go. Oh, furniture need to be put back in there. This can go here. And I did see, remember, I put a, yep. Any more kegs that I know of? Found the last outdoor chair. Nope. Third. There we go. Going to go ahead and stick this in with the rest of those. But yeah, the whole Nintendo lawsuit thing, kind of feel like that might be their worst move they've made in a while, aside from sitting on IPs and refusing to use them. Alright, these are done. Other keg is here. It's easy to get lost. There we are. And one more keg. And oh, you have to be kidding me. Cheese is a furniture item in this level. Oh, it looks like I need to go find those. After I find the last of the outdoor chairs. Cheese. Last of the outdoor chairs. Over here. I do remember seeing a cheese in here-ish? Or in one of the other cabins. That in there. Although in this game it can't be too hard to find. Unless you accidentally tossed it aside. Pool party. Oh, I need one more keg. Did they accidentally misplace it in the temporal space-time void here? Don't think they did. Unless it's this way. What pieces of furniture am I still missing aside from the keg? Oh yeah, that's done. Paintings look like they're in their place. Wait, I remember now. One of them is over here. Alright. Thought there was. Oh, I'm not finding the garbage either. Yep, looks like it's just one more keg. Was it Was there one in here? That hallway. Here it is. Wait. These are blue. So these have to be a furniture item. Where in the fuck would I put them? Oh, there's... Outdoor areas still has some garbage. Okay. I do know there shouldn't be bullet casings since everyone was killed with bow and arrow. Alright. Is the garbage I need to get in here? Yes. Alright. Now let's get rid of these. Alright. There's the last one. Yep. Yep. Alright. Demon lamps. And party's over. True clean.
Amber. Who would have thought? Like father, like daughter. This whole party didn't even really seem necessary.
Yep.
Let's get this party started.
Before I forget.
You should leave hiding the evidence to trained professionals. I should clean it first. That's why you shouldn't do suspicious drugs. Or any drugs for that matter.
Yep. Turn that off.
That was a bold move. Are you satisfied now, Robin Hood?
I do know, aside from a few bodies, in this one, like one maybe, they're easy to find. Ah.
He must have tried to sleep through the pain.
Yep.
Holy moly, what were they cooking?
Before I forget.
Oh. This place smells like a hang-tight shitbag.
Yeah, surprisingly large amount of blood for no dead body.
Burned to a crisp. She must have been caught in an explosion from the campfire.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Another one. It must have blown all over.
Yep. And if memory serves correct, there's one underneath that little roof.
Driving under the influence claims another victim.
Still don't know how he totaled a trike and died.
Last landing. Were they really working here?
One up
Shouldn't mix
here.
alcohol with ladders.
There's one up there. Don't remember the wolf howl. I'll just toss him over the fence here. Remember there being 3 around here. There's also a tape recorder as evidence if memory serves correct. Yeah, that's the jankiest ladder I've seen.
Here I thought I've already seen everything. Lady's literally falling for him.
Yep, I do know I haven't gotten any chems yet. To be honest, this design here kind of looks more like BDSM. Alright. Oh, I'll come back for the rest of that. Kind of wanted to see if I could get all of it in one go. Alright. I'll be right back. Alright.
Quit fooling around. Respect elders. What? Hang tight, shitbag.
Alright.
A rave full of dead people. A raveyard.
Just going to go ahead and get this stuff ready. I won't, well, use it yet.
What was I doing?
Alright. Alright. Alright.
This takes me back to when air smelled like oil and beer.
I guess it would in a mechanic shop.
Back in my day, we just opened windows. Finished. You owe me, shitbag.
Alright.
Ah,
New job. Phone.
this place smells like ass.
Before I forget.
Guys, we're so drunk right now. Perfect time for a podcast. So freaking drunk. You can't really work while sober. You're so smart, dude. I love you, bro. Tommy, what happened? I'm coming for you.
Never in a million years I would have guessed what happened here.
Yep. There we go. Alright. Let me move the codger.
Respect elders. Hang tight,
Come on,
shitbag.
it's already filming. Fuck the steering wheel, come on.
minutes.
when air smelled like oil and beer.
Alright.
What's all this noise? Oh, that's me.
Probably one of my biggest examples of Nintendo sitting on an IP and not doing anything with it. Pikmin. Yes, they have made sequels, but they really haven't done anything. Besides, give us new Pikmin. And all the sequels. But a lot of those Pikmin stay as, some of the new games, from 2 to 1. A handful of Pikmin from number 2 didn't make it into number 3. But they introduced Pikmin you can only get through these dungeon things. Alright, I think that's it for garbage. Oh, Pikmin. It's really one of those games where there are a few games that follow it, but it's so unique and novel that really the only way you can experience it is to play the original or one of the HD remakes of the original. There are Pikmin-like games, but I think the closest I've seen would have to be Brutal Legends. I tried to do that one in the past, but that was before I found out that some games do have sound and, well, music that's copyrighted. And that game is so full of it, even some of the cutscenes were flagged as copyrighted, without there even being video game audio on. Eventually I got frustrated, since my channel was like, that one was, I didn't even have viewers. I think it's still up somewhere, but it just got copyright slammed. Also, I kind of dislike Nintendo for advocating the destruction of
Put it back like that.
retro consoles. Partly because you abandoned, they abandoned, for example, GameCubes. But there are some people who like GameCubes. It's like one of the staples of Nintendo's history. But Nintendo is becoming the Disney of video games. That's pretty much what they are getting to become.
I need to clear the way first.
Ceiling check. But you see, the main reason why I advocate for the ability to keep retro consoles and so on is because there are games that will never get a re-release or an HD remake. Those are the games that just sort of fall through the cracks, and it's usually well deserved. Probably one of the best examples, Digimon World 4. It's really one of those games that it actually had some Dark Souls mechanics, but it was, you could call it an asset flip for video games. It's probably, well, an IP flip would be the best. A lot of the original Digimon games turned out to be that kind of game. They had the license. They decided to go ahead and use it. And I don't know what it was for the first few Digimon games ever made, but they were just bad. First one was unique and novel. Every sequel after that, basically the story to that, from what I could glean, is Bandai leased out the IP, but they didn't realize they had no control over the quality of the games or who got to make them. And main reason why each Digimon sequel was vastly different was because each one was made by a separate team, each with their own ideas. Really, the Digimon World series is only that by name. Each one was pretty much its own game, its own identity. They all just so happen to use Digimon characters. Had no relationship with any of the TV shows aside from a few. And I do kind of want to do it on the channel, but I am halfway through a game of the complete edition of Cyber Sleuth. No, not Sleuth. The other one that came with it. I did try to record,
One's never too old to have fun, huh?
think it's one of the series I abandoned, but partly because I do love the idea of, well, a virtual pet action adventure RPG. It's just that it's also pretty cryptic and where you're supposed to go and when you're supposed to do it. And I ended up with the problem of like 60% of the game footage wasn't actually usable, for lack of a better word.
If I had $1 for every time I have to clean blood out of a pool.
Technically, you do. They pay you for this, right? There we go. But yeah, that's kind of what happened with Digimon World. It really wasn't meant to be a series. It was individual games that just used the name to essentially farm advertisement and through assumption.
Purified air the hard way.
There we go. I am very interested to see how they did the museum level. But essentially what I'm trying to get at is there are a handful of games I have played which don't translate well in viewing, watching. But yeah, there's a handful of games that don't translate well to watching. I kind of feel like Dead Island might be one of those games. A lot of what the game is lost in watching someone else play it. Kind of like Skyrim. But be honest, Skyrim's one of those games that's so big. You can watch someone else play it and completely find out about parts of the game you never seen before. So it's one of those that, damn it, translates somewhat well. Same thing with Baldur's Gate. Been thinking about doing a series on that one. I do know some of the lore of D&D. But really, at the end of the day, a lot of the stories is just set pieces for you to make a game out of. Don't get me wrong, some of it's good. Any up here? Nope. You know, Kuni is one of those games that may not translate well to video as well. But it's one I've been meaning to finish. Think I have like a halfway done base game. I haven't finished yet. Been meaning to. Oh, I might do a... After the next game I play, I definitely am going to do Dying Light, but not after this game. Still kind of want a palate cleanser from the first zombie game. You know, I think that took me almost 8 months to beat the first series.
First things first, gotta scrub, scrub, scrub.
Phone. Alright. I'm just going to toss that over. Need a... Oh, I guess I already did refill these. Don't really know. I mean, I remember having an idea of a game play after this one. But I don't remember it. I remember saying it on one of these previous episodes. Oh yeah, Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath. An older game I've been meaning to beat. It's really one of those cult classics. I can definitely understand why it's a pretty good cult classic. I haven't beaten it. I have played it in the past, though. Played it in the past. I haven't beaten it. You go here.
It won't move like this.
I've also been trying to do get around to doing all the Oddworld games too, but it's hard to explain. Like I said, some games just don't translate well to video. Oddworld is the opposite. Any of them. Oh, I don't like that. The dirty looks too clean for this skin. This one goes over here. I think that's done. Keg goes over here. But yeah, like I said, there's a few games out there I've been meaning to play around that don't translate well in video. Another good one is probably Orcs Must Die. It's really one of those games you can't really watch other people play Well, at least I can't, aside from the odd guide and highlights. Sorry about that. Alright, back to it. Looking for kegs. Come up, little boy. Think it was this one. Few loose kegs here. Is that all the kegs, or? Yep. You know what, I think it's about time to pack it up. All right. Yep. Think that's everything. Probably missing a fuckload of evidence. %, that's actually pretty good. Alright, I think we'll end this with looking at the new lamps skins. Since this is one of the ones where we get both of them in the same mission.
I'm here.
I'm not sorry. I needed to bail. I have to be cautious.
Are you serious? We had a deal.
Just go to apartment 23. I hid the key near the door. You won't miss it. Money is inside. Fine.
Son of a... Is that how you raised your son, Paul?
Let's see here. Yeah, that looks a bit more flashy. Yeah, if you ask me, the demonic one is probably a bit better. Yep. Oh, I didn't see this, but... Does it also change the model physics? Yeah, this one has hooks here. Trying to see if they... Ah, I see what they did. The models here are pretty high up, so... Doubt they rigged completely new hit boxes, but... It's actually pretty close. Yeah, I like them. I'll see you guys next time.